Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back to my garden and welcome to another Saturday coffee chat. I am in my new potting area today and I love it. It's so nice when you make a space usable. All of a sudden it's like you want to be there all the time. So I'll link this video. Well, this video I did earlier this week, so you guys can look at it. But I really love it. And this is kind of going to be my dirty potting space where basically I can make a complete mess and not worry about it, which is, I think we all need spaces like that. So for the Saturday coffee chat, I like to talk about like announcements. This is just a really good way for me to remind you all of things that are going on. And the thing that I wanted to remind you all today is about the Show Me Your Garden series. So last year I did a Show Me Your Garden series where I asked all of you to submit videos and photos of your gardens in different zones. And then I kind of put them all together. There's a beautiful butterfly. I hope it gets on camera. No, it went the other way. Never mind. So I asked you to submit all your gardens and then I put them together based on zone. And first of all, I had so much fun putting it together. I love seeing your gardens. And then I know all of you really like seeing it. So last year, I did it in the fall when I actually injured my foot and I couldn't really garden. So a huge thank you to all of you for submitting and taking the pressure off of me for content that week. And kind of I'm doing the same thing this round. I am going to Cultivate, which is a green industry, a garden industry show. And I'm going the third week of July. I think it's like the 13th through the 16th is when I'm going. And so I figured I would do the Show Me Your Garden series while, post that while I'm there just to take pressure off creating content while I'm there. So I'm still going to do videos at Cultivate, but thank you all for submitting your videos because you're making my job easier. So thanks. I had a couple people ask if I could explain what Cultivate is. So Cultivate is, like I said, a garden industry, green industry event, and it's one of the biggest events. People from all over the world come, and they meet in Columbus, Ohio, and it's just a whole bunch of gardening nerds, and all the plant companies, all the breeders, all the wholesalers, all the supply companies are there, and they all have booths. Everybody's networking, everybody's talking, and then they also do presentations and field trips and all that kind of stuff. So it's really fun. It is open to the public. This year I will be at the Proven Winners booth Saturday and Sunday. I don't know the times yet, but I'll definitely post them as we get closer. I'll post them on my community page, and then I'll also post them on my Instagram as well with the times that I'm going to be at the Proven Winners booth. So if you guys are planning to go to Cultivate, please stop by. I would love to say hi to you. So I'm going with Robbie, which is going to be really fun. And then, like I said, I'm going to be posting the Show Me Your Garden series at the same time. So the links for the forms, the submission forms for the Show Me Your Garden series, you can find them a couple places. I'll put them in the description of this video. And then if you go on my community page on YouTube, that's where I post a lot of announcements as well. And I did a Show Me Your Gardens post, and the link is in there, and then it's also on my Instagram as well. So in response to that post, Joyful Jersey Gardening says, how long will you be accepting submissions? My garden peaks in about 3 weeks. Love that you're doing this again. It was so much fun seeing everyone's gardens last time. I agree, and I really enjoy your Sunday morning garden tours also. Thank you. I am enjoying those as well. So like I said, I am going to be posting the third week of July, so I'm probably going to start editing next week. So if you guys can get them in, by early next week, that would be great. Don't worry about your garden, your peak garden. I bet your garden looks gorgeous right now. If it peaks in 3 weeks, I bet it's absolutely beautiful right now. And remember, we are our own worst critics, right? I just did this garden tour at, her name is Allison, and she told me not to have too high of expectations because it wasn't exactly how she wanted it to look, and I was blown away with how beautiful her garden is. We are our own worst critics, so trust me, we're all going to love your gardens no matter what they look like. What I'll do is I start editing zone 3, zone 4, zone 5, all the way up to zone 10. So if you're in zone 3, get them in right now, and then we'll just keep going from there. So thank you to Joyful Jersey Gardening. So I think that's all the announcements that I have, but I wanted to get on to some questions and comments from videos this past week. Jason pulled these, so oh my gosh, he got 2 from Joyful Jersey Gardening. So this is from the Planting Up the June Blooming Garden with some help, where Jason helped me. I don't think he realized he got 2 from you. Good morning, Janey. What will you be using to fertilize your catmint and Nyphophia? So in this video, Jason and I planted up a Miss Molly butterfly bush, a white pillar, Rose of Sharon, and then we also planted up a plumbago, and they look really, really good. And then I was showing off my catmint and Nyphophia that I had to deadhead them and cut them back, and I will be fertilizing them when I do that. And I'm probably just going to use an all-purpose fertilizer like Garden Tone. If you don't really know what to put on your plants for fertilizer, just do the all-purpose one. That's, you know, you're not going to screw up if you just put the all-purpose one on. So I'll just kind of sprinkle some all-purpose one around each plant, scratch it in, and then water it in. And so then after I cut it back, it's going to stimulate some new growth, and that fertilizer is going to feed that plant so it can have new growth, and then I should get another flush of blooms pretty quickly. From that same video, Ms. Lull123 says, "Hi, Janey. Your ground in the front compared to the back is crazy." I know, it's amazing. So she says, "I have a request for you now that you've almost completed all your planting. Can you do your plant profile segments again? It's such a good tool. I find myself going back to that playlist over and over again. We have similar planting zones, even though we're in the Southern Hemisphere. Love your channel." Thank you. So what she's talking about is I was doing plant profile videos where I would talk about one specific plant. Like I know I did Mystic Spire's Blue Salvia. I know I did Helen von Stein Lambsier. I know I did Star Jasmine. What else did I do? I can't remember right now, but I did a lot of them. And I really liked doing it because it was a way that we can do a deep dive into a plant and really understand how to care for a plant, how to plant it, all that kind of stuff. So that is a great idea, and yes, I would love to start doing that. I felt like this spring was very intense, even more so than last spring. Well, obviously, because we're in this new house, but it was like I couldn't keep up. I had so much to do and I couldn't keep up. And now I finally feel like everything's kind of calmed down a little bit. So I actually have time to like think about things. So I would love to do some more plant profile videos. If any of you, I know the plants that I would like to talk about, but if you all have questions or want to focus on a certain plant, let me know in the comments section of this video. I can already think of like 10 plants that I'd love to do a plant profile video. I will link that playlist down below. So the video where I was at my mom's garden, this week it was really hot earlier in the week. So one day I played hooky and went antique shopping and then went to the plant store. And then the next day we went to my parents' house where they have a pool and spent the day up there. And when I was up at my parents' house, I just did a garden tour, an updated garden tour of their beautiful garden. Wendy says, "Oh my gosh, please don't tell me I upset her about her books with the questions video. I thought the idea was genius and I now have one because of her idea. I'm so sorry if I upset her. That was never my intention. In fact, I spoke to a friend of mine and she now has one with diagrams, etc. Such a good idea." So what Wendy's talking about is she asked a question in a previous Saturday coffee chat video about my mom. My mom makes gardening books, gardening notebooks, and they're full. She's gone through like 3 of them, and they just have her writing, like the tiniest writing and a whole bunch of diagrams and all that kind of stuff of her garden, and just notes about each plant and when she planted it and how it's working and what she fertilizes it with. And Wendy was asking about it, and I always give my mom a hard time about it because it's such a plant nerd thing to do, because she is a plant nerd just like all of us. So in that video where we were touring my mom's garden, she wouldn't let us look into her garden book. Wendy, she's totally fine. Like, she knows that we're joking. She knows I'm giving her a hard time. She was just playing it up for me. So don't even worry about it. She's totally fine. I bet you secretly she's proud of her gardening books. So don't worry, but thank you for saying that. Right, Mom? The next question is an old video. This is planting around the greenhouse. This was when I was planting up, I think, playing the blue salvia around the greenhouse. And the Perfect Tide asks, "Where did you get your greenhouse? Do you have a link?" Yes, I got it from, it's a company called Canopia, or is it Canopia? Hey, Courtney, is it Canopia or Canopia? Canopia. It's Canopia. Oh, Jason's here too. Hey, are you going to join us again?
Should I?
Yes, you're part of this. Okay, I've got Jason here. I'm going to make you be in all these videos.
All of them?
All of them. Eventually. If you walk by while I'm recording, I'm going to tell you to come sit down. You're part of this now. And good, you can answer the next question. This one was from Friday's video, actually. Hold on. I have cat hair in my mouth. Friday's video was about getting barn cats. And so long story short, there was this really bad situation where these cats that were barn cats weren't being treated very well. We need barn cats because we have a rodent issue here, and so we adopted some barn cats. But Glenn McGowan says, this is a little off topic, but the new green hat you're wearing in your office, is that available yet in your store? Also, good luck with the barn cats. I hope everything works out. Jason is taking care of merchandise, so.
So the green hat will be available soon.
Yes.
A week or two, something like that.
Yes.
Yes.
So Jason is taking over the merchandise aspect of it, right? Ordering, packaging, sending it out. So if there's ever any issue,
It's my fault.
it's Jason's fault. No, we will always try and fix any issue that there is. You know, that we'll try and make the best as possible. And my goal for our online store is to expand a little bit and to start, like, I don't know, start selling more stuff other than just branded stuff. Dig, plant, water, repeat branded stuff, which we'll have plenty of that. But there's so much other really great gardening stuff. I would love to have it like a little online boutique. So.
And so we should say that when the hat is going to be coming, but also other stuff too.
Yeah, other fun stuff as well that we've been working on. So, and Courtney, of course, helps all the time. So, very helpful. So, Glenn, thanks for asking. I love that hat. It's great. I did want to, you didn't pull any of the questions about the barn cats. There was a lot of questions about.
I didn't? Oh, I thought I got one.
There was a lot of questions about the barn cats, about what, are we going to neuter them? Do they have diseases?
All that stuff.
All that.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. So I should have specified this in the video. I don't know if you all noticed, but their ears are clipped. One of their ears is clipped, and what that means is that they're called TNR cats, which means trap, neuter, release cats. So these cats are, wild cats basically, but they've been taken to the vet, they've been given shots, they've been neutered, and then they've been released again. So that's the only reason why I would have taken them, because I know that they're healthy and clean and neutered and all that kind of stuff. And then I had someone else worried that we weren't going to have shelter for them.
Oh.
And they're barn cats, so they're going to live in the barn.
They'll be fine.
Yeah.
In the workshop.
The metal workshop. Yeah. So we'll cut a little opening for the cats so that they can come and go as they please, but they're going to end up in there, which is actually, it should be nice for them.
I think so.
Good shelter.
Yeah.
Good temperature, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think they'll be really happy. So don't worry. They have shelter. We're going to feed them. They've been neutered, all that kind of stuff. They let me pet them this morning, which is really fun.
Yeah. It's only day 2.
Yeah.
They'll get there.
Yeah, they will get there for sure. So yeah, so thanks for those questions. Then another question from Jermaine says, is your owl scare away thing not working? What Jermaine is talking about is Lance.
Poor Lance.
Poor Lance. Lance was an owl that would turn its head and try and scare away the birds. We named him Lance. He was very fun. He fell over in a storm.
Yeah.
And
he broke.
He broke.
Yeah.
So yes, Lance is not working right now, Jermaine. Poor Lance. We need another Lance. And then I think the last one you pulled was from Deb. Deb's More Plants. She asks, the office plants and now sign look fabulous. Thank you. Great workspace idea. I need to do that too. The bench that you're working on, can you share where you got that? Looks like a great size. Deb, I made this. Thank you for asking. I made this a long time ago, probably 2 years ago now, in our old house.
At least.
It was one of my very first videos, one of my beginning videos. It used to be gray, and then we painted it black when we moved here. This is just made out of 2x4s. It's super easy. I'll link the videos below where I go over making this, but you can totally do it. It's not that nice if you look up close, and it does wobble quite a bit, but it does its job. Oh, you know what? I got interrupted when I was talking about the greenhouse.
Oh.
Back to that question. The Perfect Tide asks, where did you get your greenhouse? Do you have a link? I got it from Canopia. It's the Triumph Orangery greenhouse. They sent it to me, so a huge thank you to them. We love it. I'm obviously not using it a ton right now because we're so hot, but come fall and winter, I will probably be living in there all the time. So you can't buy direct from the Canopia website, unfortunately, but I think they're changing that you will be able to do it. But you can get it from Lowe's or Home Depot or Tractor Supply. No, not Tractor Supply.
I don't know.
There's a couple other greenhouse websites, something like that. So basically you just want to Google Canopia Triumph, and then they have a smaller one too that's really pretty as well. Or you can go to the Canopia website and they can take you where you can purchase it. So I'll put that link below as well. All right, you guys, so that's gonna be it. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. Submit your Show Me Your Garden videos ASAP, because like I said, I'm gonna start working on them this upcoming week, and I can't wait to see your gardens. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.